Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one and only After Action Report. I'm your host, Drazger, aka The Bass Knight, and this evening I'm joined by my esteemed panelist, a fellow tortured artist and creative mind, a member of the SOE DM team. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Hoplite Will. Give it up.
I'm just here.
We're so glad to have you, Hoplite Will. Can we get some applause from our live studio audience? Thank you. Thank you.
God, where did it come from?
Thank you. Thank you. That's from our live studio audience. All right, that's... Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All right, that's a little too raucous. That's a little too much.
Why are they even laughing?
That's a little too much. I don't know. Honestly, that kind of frightened me. that kind of scared me. That scared the shit out of me.
So loud.
I know. I had the gain turned up on the soundboard by like 500%.
Oh god.
Oh, this is a professional studio production, ladies and gentlemen. This is the only show with a diverse enough POV to show you the parts of the episode you might have otherwise missed. And we got a great show for you tonight. Moments that'll make you laugh, others where you'll cry, and moments both manicured and full of scuff where the roleplay really shines. This is the After Action Report, so let's get into the episode review, shall we? Without further ado. Now, we're going to be starting with the introduction of one of our beloved members of the roleplay. Somebody that has supported Sins of Avarta to a great deal since the early beginnings. All right, I'm speaking, of course, of famed, renowned VR chat role player Bringus. All right, and he had a little funny introduction, which fits the fact that he's playing a jester. So let's get right into it. This is the start of his stream. The After Action episode review begins now.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Perhaps you've seen this place before.
Seen this cinematic before.
In your dreams.
I've heard that voice before.
Many a time.
Sure. The still, tranquil water.
I think I'm familiar with this.
They say
Chat, does this look familiar?
will pass.
It looks and sounds familiar. I don't quite know why.
Can't quite place it.
And yet, you were not brought here to rest.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
If I hadn't given you the warning, who knows whose POV this could be? Oh, there's a hand.
Something old calls you from the deep. Something that remembers your name. Your story is not finished yet. Take the leap of faith. I've been waiting for a sign. As reality rushes to greet you, you awaken on your back with the sound of battle growing nearer.
This is good.
Oh God! Where's the battle?
I can't help but think that I've missed something.
Oh, it's so good. That's so good.
Oh my god. And so his intro begins.
All right, you want us to go cards up?
Cards up, cards up.
So you're gonna let me out of this thing?
So of course he ends up in a cage.
Within days. Within days.
Within days.
He's a
What jokes did this jester make to land himself in jail within
Because I am a
days?
performer, you see.
He must be pretty bad.
You're a fucking freak. What kind of
Upset
freaks
the wrong
wear a mask
lord.
Like that, huh?
I do. Your friend over there is wearing a mask right now.
Don't worry about him.
What? No, this is custom.
Now, okay, they're arguing with these bandits. These bandits just robbed a prison train, okay? There's a few dead bodies strewn about. All right, chat. Now, they broke their leader out, but they're still kind of like investigating what's going on here. But if we skip ahead a little bit, you can see people coming down the road on horseback.
Oh,
These bandits don't seem particularly fond of that.
help me, help. Hello?
Hey,
Hello, over there.
I can spot Tiger Mist from a mile away.
I love it. It's such a unique appearance.
So this battle is raging on, and Leander just kind of has to watch. Let's see what happens.
How are you doing?
Trying to distract him, maybe?
Come here. Shit. If you let me out, I can help you escape before, you die too.
No. You're gonna stab me in the back. That's what you're
I'm
gonna
not
do.
gonna stab you in the back. I'm unarmed.
You're gonna stab me in the back.
I'm unarmed. Come here.
I'm unarmed.
I love him. I love him already.
You can see that it's locked tight.
They
I
locked
think
me
he ends up that guard ends up running away.
Melody! Is that really you? Oh,
As
what
you
a
regard the
joyous
masked figure,
day!
you can see their arm has been half severed. There was an interesting thing here. I was narrating to Bringus about seeing the masked figure Melody, but there was the miscommunication where he thought I was narrating to them because he's the masked figure. So I was trying to say that Melody got her arm like torn apart by a sword because she just kind of caught a sword at the elbow. It is bleeding horrifically. Seems to have been done. She's covered in
part of-
blood. Yeah.
Part of the Jester Act. That's what it is. Part of the Jester Act.
That's right. That's right.
You can see that it's locked tight. You can try to find the hinge, or you can try to pick the lock.
How did I not notice this before? Ooh, that hurts. That hurts
Try
a
to find the
lot.
hinge and see if I can get this open.
I think he like rolls like an 18 year.
Just about to say, I don't think Basil's probably the most adept at forcing his way through locks.
Oh, yes.
I think he had like I think it was like some fey magic bullshit.
Brute force the lock, Basil. Something happens as your hands move over them. Unknown strength as the bar comes creaking open.
Huh. Very interesting.
Yeah. He walks out of this so goofy, dude.
It's so good. The full body action. Oh god.
Yeah. Dude, I thought he was gonna stab Basil here. I thought he was just gonna go fucking full crazy mode.
Let's go.
Let's. Melody, I'm so glad to see you alive and safe. Who is your companion?
People.
Keep moving, you're gonna bleed out.
Oh,
I'm wondering if she's mad at him or what's going on,
do it all.
Someone
or if she's just keeping it quiet because they were in public with mixed company.
Very possible.
Basil, that one I took captive, killed himself before he could get anything done.
Interesting. Why would a bandit kill himself?
No idea. Threw himself on my sword.
Cages are missing.
Maybe he felt really, really bad about being a bandit.
You're right.
Do we have a medic here?
I love this jovial spirit. Oh my god.
Dude.
That really, really hurts.
Hold on, Isvan. Can I have this one for a moment?
Dude, Titus gets dark with this bandit. I think he
This
like
does
breaks
not
their
surprise
ankles
me.
and he leaves them in binds.
Might have a bandit
He's like,
here.
good luck robbing anybody else.
Cover it for now.
The last time I heard about Titus's interrogation techniques, it involved crucifixion. So this is not
Oh
surprising
my
to me.
god.
Thank you.
Madam.
Okay.
Melody,
All right.
you got blood on your apron.
Here's a nail.
I did.
Oh, you know each other.
Seems to be a traveling companion, an entertainer.
Oh, this won't do it all.
I don't think that blood's gonna come out. That
No, definitely not.
not out of that white fabric.
Right,
No,
yes.
certainly not.
That makes sense to me. Hello.
I'll check the traveling pack, see if I can't find anything for him.
All right.
I don't know if
What are his
you want to take a horse and go back to the Abbey and get him to a proper medic. That might.
We love Bringus. Yes, we do.
Anything about those cages? I swear.
You don't know anything about they weren't.
I don't.
So they kind of like go around and they interrogate this bandit and so forth. And I don't think that they end up really trusting Leander, but eventually they do get moving after some time. They start heading back towards the Abbey. I don't think that Melody or Leander have been like properly introduced to any of the leadership, by the way. I think they're just kind of like living inside of the Abbey.
I feel like that's pretty accurate. I know they sort of asked a few questions to at least Roland and Teamer, but they definitely didn't like introduce themselves by any means.
Right. Oh man. So as this is going on, we have another scene immediately occurring. Okay, so we're gonna swap really quickly here on the after action. Wait, hold on. I gotta do this. We're gonna swap on the. Wait, do I have it? On the after action report. Wait, it's
Thank
all
you,
fucked
intern.
up.
Thank you, intern.
Yes. Hold on. I need to put this in here. Oh, wait, there it is again. All right, incredible. All right, ladies and gentlemen. You got this, we have the introduction of Leander. But while this was happening, a knighting ceremony was going on. We're going to dive right into that. We have a POV from our one and only Aussie Sophie, from what I've been told. A little cinematic POV of the knighting ceremony. I can't wait to show you this, you guys. This is going to be a 1 in a million shot. This is trailer bait. This is absolutely trailer bait.
Absolutely. Also, who are those two handsome men with sunken eyes up there in the front?
Yes, those two very depressed looking men. Oh man, we're just gonna have to find out here on the after action report. All right, let's see. Let's get right into it. I'm going to play a little song here. We have to adjust the volume. There we go. All right, let's get into it.
Riders, rangers, blades that answer to coin or to no one at all. You have ridden the Red Mare. You have stood at Bryn Barrow and watched what holding the line truly cost.
This is such a great POV. Credit to Aussie Sophie here.
Massive credit.
Fails by the
Yeah.
In such an hour, lesser men sell their swords, while you all have given yours. Tima, step forward.
Neil.
This was such a great scene, man. You did great.
You as well, my friend. You as well. Definitely
Paladin
not
was-
changing my music, by the way.
Oh,
Definitely
yeah.
what's happening.
Yeah, when he's got his hand up like that, you gotta learn to hide it better.
Your own.
Look, there was a lot of scrolling that was had, okay? There was a lot of
Oh,
lines.
I know.
For those who cannot lift one, by your hand, the order is judged. And by the order, you. The goals of a knight are 7. The 3 divine virtues: faith, hope, and charity. And the 4 cardinal: justice.
We love knighting ceremonies. It's why one of my favorite scenes in the knighting ceremonies
Strength.
in Game of Thrones. Yes, Kitten Saint.
Will you take up these duties?
Will was selling
The
it.
last of your strength and beyond it.
Got to be the seasoned knight for once.
I will.
Mm-hmm.
Young but seasoned, I'd
Does
say.
this pledge meet your approval, my lord?
Does.
Let the spurs be brought forth.
The girding of the knight.
Rise.
Fix them to his boots.
These spurs represent what you were and what you have now become. The white belt.
I know we had a lot of out-of-character people just spectating this, I think.
The belt.
It's like
binds you to
invis.
order and to right action. May you ever be bound to fair dealing.
Let the blade be brought forth.
The Halstead.
I definitely did not
Sword
realize that
has 2 edges.
he was the one bringing it
It
forward.
is the work of a knight to maintain justice. Wield it with wisdom, or not at all.
And the cloak.
And I bring that forward.
This cloak is the color of what you will spill. The blood of your enemies, which you will not waste, and your own, which you will not keep. A knight gives his strength to the weak, his name to the nameless, and at the last, his life to the world. And he holds nothing back. Wear it, and remember you were not raised to be kept. You were raised to be spent.
Love the armor in SOE. It's so good and very practical.
Outriders, step beside Timur and kneel.
Definitely pride ourselves on keeping at that certain aesthetic.
Yeah. Try to keep the low fantasy aesthetic.
I will not lie to you, the way lesser lords lie to better men. I am not raising you for the feast days. I am raising you for what comes after them.
What a line.
Light is failing, and all of you have seen it. Before the end, I will ask things of you no man should ask of another. I will spend you, and this vow is the only mercy that I can give you in return. That none of you will be wasted. When I spend you, it will be for something. Ride with me, and you have everything I am. But I will take everything you have. That is the order I am building. Saint Dominic spoke of a prophecy and called me the Twilight Lord. Know that we ride not towards the dawn, but the midnight.
Oh, so good.
If any man or woman knelt here today cannot swear to that, there is no shame in it. You may stand now and go out of this chapel in peace. No one stands. Good. Then place your hands upon the sword. And when I say so, you are no longer outriders, but as knights of twilight, gather round.
This moment brought to you by the After Action Report. Only here can you find such a diverse POV.
Heed as I speak. Here I do swear.
Yeah, I do swear.
By mouth and hand.
By mouth and hand.
To serve my office as a knight of the twilight.
To serve my office as a knight of the twilight.
The Outriders no longer.
All just actions.
Now Knights of Twilight.
Yes. Yes.
Better myself in body and in soul. To be a lamp in the dark and an example to others.
It really is like the beginning of a new order, the first of its kind.
Learn what I can.
Absolutely.
And learn what I can.
To seek justice and mercy. To defend the weak.
Seek justice and mercy.
To defend the weak.
To speak with discretion and to set humility before pride.
To speak with discretion. To set humility before pride.
To give before I am asked. To spend before I am spent.
To give before I am asked. To spend before I am spent.
To hold the watch.
Dude, Racehets was like out of breath.
Be held.
He was selling it.
Yep. This is all.
And to keep nothing back for myself. So swear I, state your name.
So swear
Take your hands off the blade. Step away from Timur. Timur, having been girded, charged and sworn, I anoint you a knight. In the name of Lord Marek Varadir, Margrave of Lior,
I also had to scroll.
In the name of Saint Dominic Vickers,
It's a lot of
who gave
text.
his own to hold the dark, and the creator of this world, whose light we fight to persevere. Rise, Sir Teamer. Let this be the last blow that you take unanswered.
It's a real ceremonial strike called the Kool-Aid.
Those of you that have ridden with me, Rosina, Valeria, Jason, and Stuart, I anoint you Knights of the Twilight. Turn around. I present to you Sir Teamer and the Knights of Twilight.
Expensive collapse.
Yep. $300+ collapse right there.
Yep. Oh man, I loved this moment, dude. I
really
loved
was.
this moment.
It was something else.
One for speeches. Well, thank you all for being here. I've been with Lord Vectus for a long time, since we were 6.
Hi.
He's been a brother to me. And as such, as a knight, suppose that makes you all my brothers and sisters. Keep your heads high. You serve a greater lord than most. Nay, you serve a greater lord than all. Sorry, Olivia.
High praise.
I'm just a humble baron. That's my one.
Damn.
Was the icing on the cake right there.
Yeah, the cherry on top.
Twilight, we have 2 squires who require training. Then who they're assigned to. You participated in this oath. And soon, once your knights have deemed you worthy, you will be taking it yourselves. Learn the words, understand them.
By your leave.
Yes. Go, Sir Teamer.
Outriders. On me.
The way they all put their helmets on as they're stepping out of the chapel is so good.
It is.
Magic! Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. This sort of gripping analysis, this sort of broad spectrum point of view can only be found here on the After Action Report. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the analysis, shall we? Oh man. I love that moment, Will. I love that moment. What else is there really to say? The chivalry that is present inside of this roleplay is as close as I think that we can come in VR chat to a historical depiction of medieval knighthood.
Especially given the circumstances of, this being a bunch of outsiders and vagabonds turned into knights. Absolutely.
I have to admit, it's not all historical, obviously. We do have heavy inspiration from sources like A Song of Ice and Fire. Shout out to George R. R. Martin. I know that he's watching the stream from his villa in New Zealand. Thank you, George.
Yep.
Thank you for your support, George.
Thank you, George.
Can we get W George in the chat? George R. R.
W.
Martin is
George.
watching this stream, ladies and gentlemen. He's actually a massive VR chat fan. I'm sure that doesn't come surprising to anybody.
He's absolutely here right now. Yep.
That's right.
I
He is a
see him in
he
the
is a
back room.
certified lurker. Yeah.
Yeah, you see him. He's right there, back behind us.
Yes, he is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a really quick moment, okay? This after action report, of course, sponsored by Queen Guardian and the rest of our amazing viewership, and of course by the one and only Sins of Avarta merch store. If you'd like to contribute to the creation of these types of VR chat LARPs and want to see more, support us by buying merch or supporting us with a donation to the Ko-Fi or Patreon. Thank you so much. And if you would like to submit clips from your favorite streamer involved in this project, the Saturday before the after action report, you can drop them in my server and post them in the Twitch Clips channel to be considered for the episode review. Now, without further ado, we're going to get into the next clip. We've had a little bit of, we've had an introduction, we've had some serious scenes, but where is the comedy? Where is the romance? Where is the moments of laughs and steaminess? Well,
love.
We've got one that we think might make you chuckle next. All right, this is a quick clip. Quick little clip here. We're just getting our intern to bring this up on the screen. Perfect.
Come on, intern.
Let's get right into it. This is brought to us by our one and only Autonomous. Let's see what we've got going on. It looks like he's mounting some sort of horse here.
I'm not here to make friends with people. You don't get that.
Okay.
Oh, no, give that logic. Half of you up. Half of you up criminals. A quarter of you are criminals. Some of you are
All of us
following
equally condemned and doomed to die.
I guess.
Yo, do a kickflip!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I need to see this one.
Speedrun strats.
Okay, that's not what I meant to play, but okay, I have that now. Yeah, speedrun strats. Can we get an instant replay of that?
I'm not here to make friends with people.
Maybe I'll time it this time. He's like getting on it. Okay.
Yo, do a kickflip!
Wait. Oh, it was a little too early.
A little bit. It's fine.
Yo, do a kickflip!
He kickflipped his horse, dude.
Oh my god.
Can we get some applause in chat for Basil, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah.
Incredible. That was great. Oh, dude, the dressage. Yes.
Oh man. I had no idea that happened until we just saw that. That's amazing.
Neither did I. Now, dude, the horses have always been broken, chat. They've always been broken, okay? Since the very, very earliest, the horses used to have colliders on them, and during the beta stages of the SOE map, we used to like actually run them at each other, me and Gordius, like on the map. And when they collided, you would get sent spinning at Mach 5 into the atmosphere. It was so, the way that we used to break the physics, like when the map was basically just like a flat green plane, was so much fun. Now, we do have a little moment here from yours truly. Before we're going to get into the feature presentation of tonight.
I'm just realizing, Draz, there's two people coming up to me with shackles. What's this about?
Wait, what?
Why is there? Okay, there's 4 of them now. They're saying I stabbed someone, a patron of the show.
Oh, yes. We're going to be covering that in just a moment.
Why are they taking me away?
Bye. Goodbye.
No!
Sorry.
No!
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, my panelist had to be dragged off. He has duties to fulfill. Duties that I have assigned him. Now, as we get into this, ladies and gentlemen, all right, this is the only show where you're going to get this type of diverse point of view, this kind of in-depth narration and analysis from the creatives who brought you the project itself. Okay, now, I know we're a little light today. Lone Complex is getting his latte. All right, and I believe Gordius is mowing his lawn or some type of shit. Okay, they have real lives. Okay, unlike me. You're supposed to laugh when I say that. It's just it's just dead air if you don't laugh. Fine. Thank you, everybody. All right, we're gonna get right into this. Now, of course, Vectis had been on a date with the Princess of Drenya. Her name is Albina. Thunder's not the type to run away. An excellent decision, I'm sure you'll agree. Hurry. I have to find Thunder. You wouldn't be here if you didn't.
Must have for him?
Yes, of course I do. It's just in the mines, the Unity mines. I'm trying to discern which way he went. I'm not sure. Got a little bit of darkness, a little bit of action here for you in this clip, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure. Hold on. They're armed. There's 2 of them. Have your sword?
They're
Who could these dastardly fellows be?
Waited quite some time.
One can only wonder.
Off guard, all alone. Unfortunate. What a beautiful date you all have been having.
Are you much?
Hope it wasn't shared by you two.
Who sent you?
Vectis, spare yourself. Let us take Albina, and you won't have to die in these woods.
You're Drenyans, mercenaries for them at least.
We spread out across the world, my friend. The Black Gadger sends their regards. Grab Albina!
Oh shit, I'm suddenly fighting 2 people.
Draw your sword.
Wait, what? She's got range. Don't let her hurt you with her bow.
Dude, I was not expecting 2 of my DMs to be here.
No, on me.
Die, you fucking dog.
Dude, this is so much fun. The horse just vanished? That wasn't us? Oh my god. Somebody respawned it, probably. Somebody stole my horse. Side note, damn, Vectis is a pretty good looking guy. Dude, wait, hold on. Can we get an instant replay of that? An instant replay. Look at his face. I'm gonna go in slow motion for you guys here. This is acting from Dr. Cat, okay? This is what it takes to be a top tier VR chat actor. Look at his face. His face is still clear. it's bloody immediately. That's crazy. In the midst of that deadlock, he slides the bloody toggle on an instant. That's so good. Oh shit. This point, I'm just like,
bruh.
Drop her!
Vectis,
Drop her now.
don't make me make the move. Drop your sword. And come close.
oh fuck, fat fingering the invis.
And over whatever coin you have.
You aren't going to get far. I have 30 outriders that will find you with dogs.
You send those outriders and she dies. They told us that she can come back in a body bag, and I don't mind. Never bothered killing a woman.
Lex. Albina, close your eyes.
I'll be alright. What?
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Now we have spoilers that even we here on the After Action Report can't show you. All right, but suffice it to say, something happens, and
have to go now.
we're able to escape.
Reload your crossbow.
Sorry. Hey, listen. To protect our viewers' experience, okay, we here at the After Action Report needs to skip certain scenes because it tells too much. All right, we would be robbing you of the experience. All right, if we shared everything, if we got into the nitty-gritty, if we spilled all the lore details, all right, you wouldn't keep watching. All right, you wouldn't keep showing up with the same gusto, the same, the same interest. All right, because tension is the best part of a story. And sometimes you need to keep that ambiguity alive. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is the After Action Report, and I'm your host, Drazker, aka the Base Knight. And this is the only show, okay, with a diverse enough POV to show you the parts of the episode you might have otherwise missed. We got a great show for you tonight, alright? Moments that are gonna make you laugh, others where you'll cry, and moments both manicured and scuff where the roleplay really shines. This is the After Action Report episode review. If at any point you would like to submit clips, do that the Saturday before the After Action Report, and you can drop them in my server and post them in the Twitch Clips channel to be considered for the episode review. We would love to see it from a variety of streamers. Now, moving forward, we have the prime feature of tonight. I know. Drazker, only an hour, not even an hour into the stream, and you're gonna show it off. But it is the prime driver of all of the drama in episode 4 of Sins of Avarta. So I want to make sure the most of you get to see this. Are you ready? Because this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Credit, of course, to Eurofy, the Real B, resident streamer. Alright? Famous Twitch.tv streamer in the VR chat category. We love him. Shout out, of course, to Europe B, the real B. Oh, wait, hold on. It said channel does not exist. Europe B, the real B. Okay, there we go. I misspelled it. A little bit of lead-up context.
Crow, I believe we have something to discuss. Whenever you're ready, momentarily, I apparently have freed my schedule in the immediate future.
Excuse me.
Please your way, your lordship.
I will in a moment. I'm going to examine this map and consider my options.
So, here, let's regain ourselves. For this instance, right? For this instance, you don't know who I am.
Come on, let's, with whatever's going on here, let's come to it.
I don't see. Forgive me, Carlo. Carlo.
So we meet.
Lowers it.
Oh. Oh.
This is the maestro at work, ladies and gentlemen.
Did you just witness what I witnessed? You saw it. Curtain. You approach me with a weapon.
Yes, of course.
This is what you do.
Very exciting.
Is this how you repay my generosity to this place?
Iron and... Oh, iron is quite exquisite this time.
You're his man. Do you believe this is a sound course of action? Can you...
This man's throat!
Wow, damn.
I have made journeys across the nation. I have killed more than you could ever imagine. Your death will mean nothing.
Do not let this persist, this insolence.
Stop them.
This isn't. This is a.
Off of him! Off of him! Carlo, come here, you. Carlo.
You little bitch.
I need to kill him. He will do much worse if he is to live.
I will have you both hanged. I will have you strung up from the tallest tower.
This is not how you do things. Not here, not now. Do not act so foolish.
Away yourselves.
Do I seem like I actually am shorter than
Go on, Carlo.
Yes,
Pull it back out.
I think I should have said
Put it right where you think it belongs, Curtin. Go on.
He just started stabbing him.
You are thrown to the ground, Carlo. You are pinned in Crow's arms and in his embrace.
Let me kill him!
Get the healers. Get the healers. Get them now.
Go!
Maurice, disarm yourself. Disarm yourself now.
If I don't kill him, he's going to ruin everything!
I need your orders, Carlo. Maurice, if you swing that weapon at Crow, your head will roll. Do you understand me? It's not Crow.
All of you, drop him!
Get the Outriders now. Bring them here immediately.
Go on. Carlo, come with me.
No, he's mine.
Well, I think we have the same idea.
Projectus. He needs to be killed. Now!
Bro, disarm him.
Carlo!
That's working.
This is ridiculous!
To introduce the new
He's going to do more damage than he is! Alive!
Silence!
Shut your mouth!
Calm yourself.
Do you need me to make sure that that doesn't bleed over to here?
I will fucking muzzle you if you cannot keep your mouth shut. He is keeping this order alive, afloat with his coin. He's keeping us alive, and you just tried to murder him. You fool.
What happened back this?
Can we have a severity of this stab?
This room needs to be cleared, Lord Warden.
Drag him to the jail.
Come on, Carlo.
He has tried to assassinate Gultana.
You two with me.
We got it.
Like this.
Major injury, stab wounds, all on my chest.
If it wasn't for us, he would have killed him.
Why?
An operation at Bryn Marrow. Gultana wanted a large cut. We aided the people. Some did not pay for treatment. I do not know the disagreements between Carlo and our Lord. Personally.
It was so serendipitous that I was there at the exact moment. Out of character. Okay. We're going to show you here on the After Action Report. Oh, hello! Hello, Lord Gultana. It's such a pleasure to see you here.
I've survived. I made it. The stupid little midget tried to assassinate me.
Whoa! We can't say that on Twitch. We can't say that on Twitch. Oh my goodness.
Just bleep it out. It's fine.
Okay.
Bleep it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by the one, the only, Lone Complex.
Thank you.
Welcome. Welcome, Lone.
Yes.
Welcome.
It's me,
Welcome.
Social Security disability applicant, future Medicare recipient, Lone Complex.
We love him. We love him. Now, we here at the After Action Report need to warn our audience. Because the next scene that we're going to show,
yes,
you may find disturbing. It is graphic. It is disturbing. However, we here, the SOE DM team, have made several decisions about the necessity of consequence. And this applies directly to player action. So what you're going to see next is the direct consequences of Carlo attempting to assassinate Gultana, patron of the Abbey. Roll the clip. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, this sort of cutting edge journalism, this sort of VOD review work is only available here at the one, the only After Action Report.
Yes, absolutely. Only here on the After Action Report can you get this unique perspective with commentary from people who were there, causing it to happen, reacting to it happening in some cases,
yes,
and trying to keep a coherent, cogent thread of logic, causality, and drama for your entertainment. That's why we're here.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Drazker, aka The Base Knight on Twitch, and this evening I'm joined by my esteemed panelist, a fellow tortured artist and creative mind, our member of the SOE DM team, Lone Complex. We've got a great show for you tonight. All right, moments that are going to make you laugh, others where you'll cry, and moments both manicured and scuff where the roleplay really shines. So without further ado, this is the After Action Report. Let's get into the episode review.
Make way for Gultana! Make way!
Move!
Trim! Can you come here, please?
Big man!
We gotta keep Maurice
Big man
here.
If you would please be the whip.
You guys are getting not that anything's gonna happen.
Oh, the scourge!
Not stop, Maurice. What?
That's probably why.
Second, do you care to deliver this, or should I explain this?
This is... Silence!
Listen!
Silence!
Moving around like that, he's got
Quiet!
No! Be silent for the Lord Warden!
I know he will.
They definitely get quiet for Budgie.
Yeah. Please, Goltana.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know who I am by now, I am Goltana von Abelard de Belize, your patron, your benefactor, someone who has donated a conspicuous time or
Yes, it was.
conspicuous
Queen
amount
Guardian. Whisper
of
was
time,
broken.
of his money, of his generosity to the Victori. You may have noticed why you have not raided any wagons any time lately, or had to go plundering any fields for rotten vegetables. It is because of me. Because I have made these things available out of the goodness of my heart, for I did not have to. And as you can see, the bloodstains upon my hands, the bloodstains upon the front of my shirt, which the good Dr. Rosner cured, stitched me up, and it is only by my great constitution that I am standing. It was this man here who did it, witnessed by multiple parties, and so now, being generous, being merciful, I will merely scourge him 15 times.
I'll tell you when the whip cracks, Yankee.
Mr. Alacio, would you like to count? As I
Yeah, Bear Fiend.
Yes, man.
Ready?
Very well.
Good to see you in chat, Bear Fiend.
Here we go.
First one.
1. Lashing. 2. Lashing.
Restrain Maurice!
3.
Bro, take care of him.
4 lashings. 5 lashings. Come on, 6 lashings. 7 lashings. Please, Maurice. 8 lashings. 9 lashings. 10 lashings.
Thank you, Doc Kelso, for putting the pole back.
12 lashings. 13, 14, 15. And 1 for the grace of Goltana.
1 for the creator.
Don't make us do anything we don't want to. I know.
I trust that such examples will not have to be made again in the future. I trust that my
whip flux.
generosity is taken as it is given, in the spirit that it is given. I trust that no future examples will
Get up. Carlo, I need you.
May the Creator bless
Carlo.
each and every one of us.
Benjamin Specialty is
I will
fluid.
retire now.
Come with me.
I am stabbed.
Take him to the infirmary.
All of you.
I will. I promise.
Go,
You're
No.
going right back to jail.
No.
Let him lose any more blood.
No, Lupio.
Why?
He goes to the jail.
Somebody grab Wayne and bring him to the jail. Come on. Come on.
Can we at least treat him in the jail?
Yes. Yes, thank you, sir.
Move out of the way.
Wayne, get over here.
My lord.
Come on.
This man has come to our front door offering his services.
I see. Ladies and gentlemen, I know this was a dramatic and disturbing scene. And frankly, to be honest with you, you can only get this kind of amazing content here at the After Action Report episode review of Sins of Avarda episode 3. Ladies and gentlemen, My name is Drazger, aka the Bass Knight on Twitch, and I'm your host this evening, and I'm joined by my esteemed panelist, a fellow tortured artist and creative mind, member of the SOE DM team, Lone Complex. Ladies and gentlemen, I thought that they could overlap. I'm sorry. Let's get right into the episode review.
Well, Drasker, this was an incredibly intense scene that unfortunately was necessary when players take what I call contingent action.
Yes.
You have to, the roleplay enters a contingency state, at which point we are forced to react to what they have done. And luckily, this wasn't completely unexpected. So yeah.
Look, I'm just glad it happened, because now I'm out of the shackles. They finally relieved me. They realized it was Carlo. The justice was done. Now I'm here again.
Welcome back, Hoplite Will, to the stream. Everybody, give a round of applause to Hoplite Will for returning back to the panel. Thank you. Thank you.
In all seriousness, though, basically what Lone said, it's one of those things that can happen at any moment spontaneously due to different player actions, and there are consequences to every action, whether they be little or small. And this was definitely one of the bigger ones.
It's very true. Ladies and gentlemen, you're only going to get this sort of in-depth analysis from the minds that brought you this setting itself here on the After Action Report. Now, that was... I wish I could make a clean loop for this. I'm sure that I could if I tried. If you would like to submit clips to the After Action Report the Saturday before, you can drop them in my server and post them in the Twitch Clips channel for their chance to be featured. Post them from your favorite streamer that participates in the project. We would be glad to go over them. This After Action Report is, of course, sponsored by you, our viewers, especially Queen Guardian, and the rest of our amazing viewership, and of course, by the one and only Sins of Avarda Merchant Store. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you'd like to contribute to the creation of these types of VR chat LARPs and you want to see more, support us by buying merch or supporting us with a donation to the Ko-Fi or Patreon. Now, moving on. Being a sellout. Ladies and gentlemen, this next clip that we have, we've had some dark moments. We've had some disturbing moments. Let's just be very clear. All right, but this next one is a little bit of a goof, and it comes from Yerf B, the Real B's stream. Oh, damn it. I opened it in the wrong window. I mean, the intern did, because this is a professional production with hundreds of hands. Yes, they're gone. Escort them out.
Yeah, the shackles feel nice when they're on someone else's
Escort
hands.
them out. Get them out. All right.
Can they give me a latte while you're out? Can you just, double thanks?
Absolutely.
Make sure they pass it over to me.
Of course. Now, let's get right into this clip here on the After Action Report episode review.
That was a lot easier than I was expecting.
He is run rampant and does not have time for long talks.
I suppose that is an advantage. It's good that we waited this long.
Yes. Yes, it is. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
He's Omni-Man.
This isn't your abbey to conquer, Crow.
My favorite part is like the first one. It's like, okay, maybe it was like a misclick, whatever, he's
It
in
was.
biz, on the
It
biz.
actually was. It actually was a misclick.
That makes it even better because the second one is just double down. It's like, you know what? No, you're seeing this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Now, this next scene that we're going to be reviewing here for the episode is again from Yurif's POV. Now, as we're reviewing this, because it's going to be a little bit of a conversation, it's not going to be excessively drawn out because we have Lone Complex. And Lone Complex, one of the things about Lone Complex, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, is that he makes sure that the trains run on time.
I have to.
All right?
Absolutely have to.
Yeah, he has a firm understanding of pacing, of timing. He has those innate artistic sensibilities that coincide with the necessary production values that we need to run a roleplay of this scope, of this scale. Writing and ensuring that events and conversations and sequences are performed for up to 75 players demands an incredible amount of attention span and time management. And this man is an absolute expert at it.
I appreciate that, Drasker. When you have a permanent, chronic, degenerative neck condition that severely limits the amount of time you can actually be in
trauma
VR.
Dump. Can we get a trauma dump in chat? Can we get a trauma dump?
Suddenly you become acutely aware of exactly how long every scene is taking. And furthermore, brevity is the soul of wit. And yeah, they're all exactly as long as they need to be. I just get intensely caffeinated before every session, and I am acutely aware of every nanosecond that passes as my discs continue to, dissolve.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, moving on, ladies and
audience
gentlemen.
are sadists. By the Lord.
Oh, God. Give me another latte.
Get him another latte. That one is. All right, let's get into. All right, that's enough. That's enough. It wasn't that funny. It was not that funny.
Hey, you! What chuckle fuck? Shut up!
All right, let's get right into the episode review.
That is Lone, yes.
That is Lone, yes.
Do share what you are always so eager to speak unto me.
Lone, can we get a little bit of context just so the audience of the After Action Report knows what's going on here?
This man, who will soon introduce himself as a member of a particular organization that exists with the church, and
I believe he already has.
He has identified Crow, pulled him away from the group. He asked if the entire Godsworn wanted to come have a chat. Crow decided he wanted to have a chat individually. And so that's fine. He knows the person he really needs to talk to. And he is about to elaborate some things to Crow and really just ask him some very pointed questions to see if Crow is willing to be forthright in his answers.
All right, let's see if he is. Let's see if, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, our boys, gals, and non-binary pals, drop a W if you think Crow is going to be honest. Drop an L if you think Crow is going to be evasive. All right, you have 10 seconds. Starting now.
Did we pay the royalties for the Jeopardy theme? I guess that's not. Can't do that. Yeah.
You know what? We'll find like a royalty-free like sound alike. All right, let's get right into it.
John.
Oh God, Crow. Don't play so coy. We know who you are. I just want to know, Crow. What are you doing here? Among the Vectori, even. What are you doing, Crow?
A wild question for the inquisitive mind.
Oh, please. Answer it then? Or we can just continue these games.
Tell me, a heavy hand is most played once the realization of power is there. Agent of the Oculari.
I had no idea what that meant, but it sounded cool.
That is what we call the Oculari.
Yeah, I had no idea either.
Why am I with the Vectori? It seems you know every answer. There is no such thing as an ex-Cadreni.
Indeed. You should be dead. And you will be. I think we both know that, don't you?
Yet, I have come to be told that Cadron and the church very well knows of my organization and whom I am, and yet I still enjoy the sunlight like any other human.
Crow, your path is going to wind up like every other little schismatic and dissident and little footnote in history.
Yes.
And that is probably the best outcome for you, Crow. A footnote as perhaps some kind of forgotten martyr. But let's be fair, your name has already been stricken from the record. You're a heretic, as well as the rest of you. You burned at the stake any time now, couldn't you?
A heretic proclaimed to that of the church and Cadron who fail to uphold the covenant they are supposed to uphold. Tell me, there are
church
countries...
has upheld order in this world for 1,000 years. You have done naught but attempt to erode that foundation.
Your order seems to equivalent to that of bloodshed between nations. I believe we call that in Cadron disorder and dysfunction.
How bloody wealthy do you have to be talking about problems like that?
the peanut gallery commentary from Leostercom.
Selling it like as
How
always.
fucking rich you gotta be talking like that? Dude.
For real.
Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Osterkops. We're so glad to have him in the project. So happy to have him.
But yes, I understand the grandeur of the church. It has stood for a millennia, and it will stand ever longer to be the guiding hand of humanity. But tell me, when the flock is led into a den of wolves over and over again.
Of dens of wolves, quite the hubris that you speak with, Crow, for one who dwells among monsters. And I think that that's how you're going to be remembered, Crow. That is the grave you will be buried in, a mass one, along with the ashes of your little vampire friend, your kindred, and some of the other maledicti that dwell within that abbey. And yes, we see in even there, Crow. We see everywhere. We know your names. We know your faces. Cannot hide from us. There's nothing you can do. Nothing.
I have always looked upon humans to be...
Crow. Give this up. Just give it up. You can retire. Ex-Cadreni, I suppose. And just live out the rest of your days. Or you will die a violent death. No doubt at the hands of one of your so-called comrades.
Damn.
It is better to die for his will than to live for yourself. Now, isn't it?
I suppose it's the matter of his will that we disagree upon.
The Creator works in many of ways. After all, it was he who chose a member of the Vectorum to clear the blight, not the Church nor Cadron. 148 years ago, a saint was chosen to butcher nations, killing one another, yet recent history tells otherwise. If you know the truth, then you know that that is a stain on your history. One that conspired with maledicti and heretics
I
to
think you're
achieve this.
referring to the Saint of Sacrifice, Dominic Vickers, agent of the Quadrini. And in this world, Crow, just as we have done for 1,000 years, we will determine what is true and what is false.
You may write
Not
your
you,
history.
Not schismatics, not heretics, not you or any of your little friends here.
Then I leave you with a warning, Oculari. What saint will come to save you now, when it is the Creator that has chosen us to fix your problems? What then?
The church sees to its own, Gideon, as it always has and always will.
Name drop.
You are no longer among them.
Ave Creator.
Ladies and gentlemen, this sort of diverse POV is only available on a show like the After Action Report episode review. My name is Drazker, and I am joined, of course, by my esteemed panelists. Let's introduce them. I am joined, of course, by Hoplite Will, who plays Sir Ramoon Varain in Sins of Avarta, the newest member of our DM team, and of course by Lone Complex, who plays Goltana and the Oculari that you just saw. Let's get into the episode review. Now, my panelists, before I speak, I'm going to give the floor to both of you.
Well, you know, this is definitely one of those foreshadowing scenes where I think it's important to give the players enough to hang on one second. I've got the interns really got to make that music is very loud sometimes.
Is it still hold on. Here, let me
I turned it down a little bit.
Is that better? Okay.
A little better. It's important to give the players breadcrumbs. It's important to set up the appropriate amount of foreshadowing. It's important to set up stakes and to try to keep those consistent. Furthermore, there are different kinds of stories, different kinds of plots. There's different kinds of rewards. Not everything. I mean, I know I'm speaking like very generally here because I don't want to spoil too much, but I will just say broadly about that scene is that yes, that is like an establishing scene in the sense of it's setting up the stakes where you have an antagonist walk directly up to your face, tell you exactly what's going on, and then dare you to stop him. And and I think that in some cases, it's not always the correct choice, but I love that kind of antagonist. I like those kinds of villains that are like, here's my plan. Do you think you can do anything about it? And then let's see how the players react. You will see some people always want to like apply sword. That's the typical like go-to.
Right, exactly.
Like you saw.
Can I solve this problem with violence, and how quickly can I get to that violence?
Right, and you saw that kind of with Carlo, like in Carlo's case, like this is Goltana he's a nasty man. He's not a great guy. And man, it was just like, boop, like went directly adjunct to the first item, like violence, let's kill him, And so I will say from a design perspective, as a DM, you've always got to keep that in mind. This is the classic, like if they killed the quest giver kind of type thing. And this guy in a certain kind of case, this guy almost is a quest giver. It's not overt, but he's, like I said, he's setting up, he's establishing stakes and things like that. And there's also an air of tension as well, because why? Because Crow could try to kill this guy in broad daylight. Just drop him, like cut his head off. Conversely, Crow's got to be a little concerned. He's going out in the open. He could be assassinated. Why hasn't he been assassinated yet? Good question. And if you noticed, he didn't really answer it. The Oculari did not directly answer that question. So there you go.
It's always
Top light.
interesting.
Yes.
Hearing more and more about this Dominic Vickers character from the preseason, at least from my perspective, where it always, I mean, there's been multiple clips even today where it's been brought up, just the name. And I know it puts a grin on my face whenever I hear it in some capacity. And this time was no different. However, besides that, it is an interesting relevance in terms of how any character in this project can grow to any sort of significance, no matter how they started. I mean, we've seen this with Crow. We've seen this with other characters as well. I feel like Carlo right now has the spotlight on him with the scene from earlier. But that being said, it's very interesting, and I think one of the best parts of what we do here is being able to facilitate that and watching it.
Giving various players significance.
Absolutely.
Well, what I'll speak on really quickly here for the After Action Report episode review is from the lore perspective. Crow is representing a very small group, maybe 50 people. Maybe 50 people that are dissidents, that are effectively Protestants of this era. And there is an all-powerful theological, like dictatorship almost, that dictates what is true and what is false for the majority of humanity. He is going up against a monumental institution, and the character that Lone Complex portrays, that is introduced in this scene, the agent of the Oculari, is effectively, if people didn't pick up on it, a spy. Now, one has to think, if Crow has truly been threatened, if he has been excommunicated and has been demanded to be remanded to the church into their custody, probably for imprisonment or execution, for leading some sort of upstart sect, one has to wonder, why haven't they grabbed him? If they have all the power, why don't they?
It
begs the question.
It also begs the other question, to piggyback onto that, lore-wise. Why was Dominic Vickers recognized as a saint? If what Crow has been saying during this whole time is, this person who willingly let themselves be with all these outcasts did this, why would the church in this state even acknowledge that? Why didn't they potentially give him another name? Well,
he was an agent of the church. He was an ordained exorcist.
This is true. This is very true information.
It's a very easy story to spin. Easy story.
It's interesting. I definitely say though to the sort of the path that they have chosen.
Yeah. Well, he has undoubtedly left a pathway behind him that people can recognize and connect him to the church as a seasoned exorcist. So I think that it was just every lie has elements of the truth embedded into it, or at least every good lie does, in my opinion.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Now, for our next clip, we've got another goofy one here for you, chat. Let me see here. I think you're involved in this one too, Lone. Here we go. Let's get right into the episode review. Oh. It's dying. It's dying on us.
Got to invest in that. Got to invest in that technology.
Intern, plug in the server.
Hand crank. Get the hand crank going.
I think that this is. I think this is broken. This link is broken.
Oh God.
Maybe Foreman deleted it. Maybe Foreman hates me. Here it is. Here it is. Link was broken.
Smith, have you finished this codpiece? The codpiece? Have you finished it? The large one.
Hey, Paladin, this is Yodi. We're on station.
Let me see. It was so heavy.
I see the weight of the
The scuff.
far too much for his hands to handle.
We cannot escape the scuff. Thank you for the follow, Skookers. Welcome to the stream. This is the After Action
Lord
Report.
Cortana, how could you? You knew the smith was far too weak to lift such a piece.
He was too weak. He was too weak.
He was too weak.
God. The little moments of character breaking are so important, dude. They're so important. Oh my God.
Quite a large cod piece.
Look, hey, like I said, foreshadowing. Foreshadowing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just getting a notice here on my desk here at the After Action Report that famous VR chat metaverse roleplay streamer Lady Orafor, otherwise known as Lady Ashley, has just raided the channel, the show. So to all of those just showing up, welcome. This is the one and only After Action Report episode review of Sins of Avarda episode 3. So welcome to the stream. It's a pleasure to have you all. This is the After Action Report where we go over all of the moments of significance and insignificance in the roleplays that my friends and I have ran and streamed. And I'm your host, Drazker, aka The Base Knight on Twitch, and this evening I'm joined by my esteemed panelists, a group of tortured artists and creative minds, members of the SOE DM team, Lone Complex, who plays Goltana, and, of course, the one and only Hoplite Will, who plays Sir Ramund Varain. Gentlemen, introduce yourselves. Well, I mean, I just did it for you, I suppose.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Lone Complex of great infamy, Social Security disability applicant, future Medicare recipient, and all around antagonist for your pleasure.
Of course.
And I'm Hoplite Will, the newest DM on the team, who got to also be the lovely Sir Moon Rain. Beckus's lovely right-hand man.
Thank you. That's our live studio audience applauding and clapping. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the next clip that we have here for you, pull it up on the screen. Pull it up on the screen, please. Excellent. We have a little conversation. We have a little conversation between
this one,
the one and only Sir Ramund Varain, and of course, Herald, who is played, of course, by DM Orion, a friend of the stream. We're going to get right into this. But before we do, ladies and gentlemen, this is the After Action Report. All right, and we are, of course, sponsored by you, our viewers, and the rest of our amazing viewership, including Queen Guardian. If you would like to support the show, if you would like to support these VR chat LARPs, then please, by all means, go ahead and check out the Sins of Avarda merch store. All right, and of course, if you'd like to contribute to the creation and the continued functioning of these types of VR chat LARPs and want to see more, support us by buying merch or with a donation via the Ko-Fi or Patreon. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the After Action report episode review. I can find that. Turn it off, intern. Very good.
Your wound.
Aye. 2 of them, in fact.
Context, they're referring to the wounds that they received from the Red Mirror from last episode.
Still probably try to avoid
I
the
see.
field as much as I can, but I am ready to mobilize should I need to.
Pulled into a private
Yourself, I
conversation.
know you were quite bloody coming off of that field.
I am healing as intended, properly.
Good.
However, my concern is your decision during our last outing together. You walking out in the open, claiming of honor, when you could have been killed yourself, with one less person at her side to fight with.
You would dare question my calling as a knight. It's not my fault that heretics and covenant breakers are not honorable. However, it is still in my duty to challenge them.
Your duty to challenge them.
God damn it.
And in that
God
moment,
damn it.
I'm sorry.
arrow slipped past your helmet.
Then I die chivalrous, with honor and loyalty. Just more than I can say for most around here.
And you leave in your wake more people to die.
If I
that were
fell,
to come to pass.
If I fell, there was already a chain of command established. There were people who would take over. These battles are not ending anytime soon. It is more than likely that I or anyone else could fall at any moment, and you'd have to keep pressing on regardless to complete whatever mission we have.
Without seeing how pointy your helmet is from a side profile, you look so much like my Fugi.
Oh my god, you're right. You're right.
I'm aware of the risk of dying on a battlefield as much as anyone else. However, there are decisions to make to not walk out in the open and get pelted with arrows needlessly. You claim of honor, chivalry. There is none to be had when you are dead.
Damn.
I argue there is plenty to be had when you are dead. To be remembered, such as the saints and the prophets that have come before us over a millennium ago and since. There is ways to die with honor. There is ways to die so that you are remembered. And there are ways to die so that you are satisfied with how you die.
At the end of this conversation, by the way, everybody, I hope you're paying attention, because at the end of this conversation, we're going to have a poll to see who won.
God.
Who does the audience agree with, ladies and gentlemen? So pay attention.
The morals are correct.
To those in my charge, just as I attempted to do, when we were up on that hill, still, after, slaughtering 15 at that point? There was no end. There were still more archers over the river. I did what I thought was best to try and make sure none of you would get harmed any more than necessary. Was it foolish? Maybe. However, I would do it again. And again, every single time, if it meant there were less blood to be shed by those under my command.
How would that lead to less bloodshed if you walking out in the open for you to get pelted again and again if you repeat the same thing?
I liked you, Harold. Hell, I still do. And you, as a man of arms, know quite well how the battlefield can change at any moment. And you know you either have to trust in the commander that is leading you, or abandon them. Now, I don't know your story before you came here, but the more that you question, despite the fact that we put food in your belly, make sure your arms are maintained, make sure you still have clothes, it begs the question if you're just a deserter like many others, in which case, I know I will not be able to rely on you come the battle of
I am
any
no
kind.
deserter. I claimed this before. I will do the job as needed. However, I will have words afterwards if need be, which I do now.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a little bit of context as to the source of this disagreement before we get into the poll itself. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look.
Exact moment.
They're in the middle of a pitched battle. Oh my goodness. Wait, why is this? Oh yeah, I muted the tab. There we go.
Horse, get him back. Return to where the wagon is. You know how to ride, right? You! Have you no honor? Bring your commander to me!
With a 5 plus armor modifier, you take a major injury.
So he goes out and challenges their commander and immediately gets pelted with an arrow. That is the source of this disagreement. Now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait, hold on. That's the wrong one. Sorry.
I love that you can actually see the arrow come in. I did not realize that until we watched that back.
All right, we're going to get the poll started.
I'll go ahead and give my take. I think that it really depends on whether or not you believe in the kind of framework of knighthood, and if you believe that all the good that it did and does, it certainly in this setting, all the good it does in this setting in terms of giving people hope, giving them purpose, giving them like a framework of organization to do good things, if that is worth what just happened. Because alternatively, if you don't believe any of those things, or you think they are outweighed by being purely practical, then basically you're going to fight like every battle that you can in a completely unfair, completely dishonorable, totally practical means. And you're just going to kill as many people as possible, or you're going to like skirmish them to death or do things like that. You're not going to go out and have an honor duel, you know, man to man, open combat on the field of battle. So I can definitely see both positions.
Yeah, I can definitely say out of character, you know, neither of them are completely right, neither of them are completely wrong. I can say, as obviously the person who's playing Remooned, he is saying these things as an explanation to some of his actions, regardless of his full beliefs in them.
Yes.
Without getting into too many details, I can definitely say he genuinely believes he did it for good reasons, to potentially spare the lives of the people under his commands in the situation of, at that point, I believe 3 people were already pretty severely wounded.
All right, lock in your votes. Ladies and gentlemen, who won the conversation? Who was the most in the right? Was it Harald? Was it Diamarian? Harald expressing his concern for the tactics shown by Sir Remooned at the battle. Was he in the wrong for stepping out into the arrow fire, or was Sir Remooned correct? Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 50-50 split. This is unprecedented.
It is just as contentious as the conversation.
Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a perfect split. We're gonna have to do one more. We're gonna have to rerun it. We have to see. We have to do a recount.
Are there any flippers? Is anyone gonna flip?
Are there any flippers? This one will only run for 1 minute.
Look, maybe you should put Goltana in charge of some of these battles, and he'll just, get a bunch of archers to snipe them, like counter snipe them from the trees.
All right, this is 60 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 60 seconds. Lock in your votes now. The poll has just began. Lock in those votes. Who won the conversation? Was it Harald or was it Sir Ramon Varane, famed arrow catcher?
Famed arrow catcher. Such is why his helmet is shaped as such, so that way he doesn't get headshot.
If we get another perfect. Oh, it's tilting. It's tilting. This is neck and neck, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, another vote for Sir Ramon. It's 50-50. Who will win? Who will win? Chad, you aren't intentionally splitting this, are you?
Oh my
We have 7 and 7. We have 7 and 7. I have not voted. I have not voted.
I mean, I did, but, I feel like
Then
that makes sense.
I voted. Oh! Wait! In the last second, I voted! Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, this was an extreme... I voted for Harald at the last second, and then 2 more votes went in right after me at the last second.
I sided with Harald. What can I say?
I did as well.
I think that practicality, especially when you consider the Vectorum are already bending the rules. More than just bending the rules. They're flaunting the order of things in order to achieve a greater good. And so I don't think that you can necessarily try to, it's not like the environment you're going to play to this sense of honor, right?
No, certainly not. Certainly not.
I mean, if I didn't play Ramoond, I'd definitely be siding with Harold. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know why any of you voted for Ramoond. He's just objectively wrong. No.
Oh god.
Oh man.
Some people in a dark world, they're trying to cling to that candlelight. What can I say?
Yeah, he's one of them.
All right. This next clip that we're going to show you, ladies and gentlemen, is one of my favorites. All right. This is a moment of just pure rage leaking through. Okay. Out of character. This is Drazker bleeding. Okay. Now, for those of you that aren't aware, all right, I am what many would call an idiot genius. Okay. Equal parts idiot, equal parts genius. All right. It's a 50-50 split, just like that poll. All right, roughly. Now I have known for many moons that a last-minute upload of the map isn't wise. Okay, for a variety of reasons. However, I did it anyways before the episode, and I was trying to optimize the foyer here, okay, this entryway into the Abbey of St. Bastiano, because it has a ton of real-time lights, all right, that are just, that I didn't realize were always just being rendered there all the time, that you could render even outside of this room, that, just were eating up resources. So I tried to bake the lights, and this monstrosity is what happened, because these meshes are all baked together in insane ways. When I was first crafting this area about 2 years ago, all right, when I was still a baby map maker, when I was still trying to learn the tricks of the trade, trying to optimize it, and not really understanding what I was doing at length. So this is kind of that's the context you need going into this.
Yes. Yeah, some of the torches aren't lit today, it seems.
Some sort of horrific curse has attacked the Abbey. It has completely covered it in speckles. Cursed lights.
Oh my
Surely
God.
some sort of
Exorcise
evil
this blight.
architect, Some evil idiot god has cursed this place. Last minute, there's some sort of
Evil
horrible
architect.
and ungodly action
Unfathomable.
just before the morning.
Idiocracy right before the morning.
Oh dear.
Unacceptable.
Lone Complex picks up on this. I didn't know he was here.
I think some of the light just from outside is bouncing weirdly. We did get that storm last night.
As a man who has campaigned far and wide around the world,
I turn
you know that
around.
This can only be the product of some terrible curse, some kind of sign of ill omen, doubtless brought on by someone's hubris more than anything. Surely
Double
it is
down,
someone's
dude.
pride
It's so good.
that
I
has
love
brought
Echo
this
Chamber.
upon the Abbey. Surely someone's sin.
Perhaps if whoever brought this on had competent assistance, maybe it could have been avoided.
That no amount of assistance could ever measure up to the standard of quality by which the creator has established Ivarda. There's no way.
Balthazar, you know that God demands the worthy, and there are no men that can answer that worthiness.
Balthazar, any more arguments?
Voices in my head. I'm blaming
Truly, this is the right course of action. Truly.
I felt like the goddamn child in the divorce.
That's exactly what
he just turned around and goes, "Fuck Crow." I like that's how the clip ends. He just turns and goes, "Fuck Crow."
Yes.
just for no reason.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can only get this kind of broad spectrum POV here live on the After Action. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have tried. Okay, listen. People are like, "Oh, Drazker, you do great map work. Like, thank you, for making this." It's like, "Oh, wow, you made this all by yourself." It is not performant, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it is not as good as it could be. It is.
What does that say down there? Was it 22 FPS? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, listen, this map fucking sucks. Okay, I started this 2 years ago now. Okay, almost 2.5 years ago at this point. And so this map, this project, okay, in Unity is kind of like a ship of Theseus that only I can see. All right, it's rotting down to the waterline. And they're just boards nailed together, okay? It's keeping this sinking ship afloat, okay? It is really held together with duct tape and bubble gum. Okay. And none of you know it. None of you know it. None of you experience it until something goes wrong like this. Okay, where a bake goes wrong, or a single asset that is a dependency for some of the scripts is deleted. And in some sort of whirlwind of anxiety before session that breaks the whisper system and all of the room audios. So
it was not until I started just dabbling in any kind of map making that I learned that Drazker is not a wizard. He is something closer to a chaos sorcerer, and that half of his knowledge is just undefinable. It cannot be defined. It cannot be thoroughly explained. It's not known or understood in any kind of reasonable,
it's not
logical or causal nature. And so you just kind of pitch things out there, and it's just you go through the ritual and you just hope that whatever the output is a 1-to-1. When really it's you're just basically hoping that Saturn is in retrograde at the correct time, and that Mercury is rising or something, and then
the fact we were able to do the preseason finale and that it worked without any tests is genuinely nothing short of a miracle. It is nothing short of a miracle. Okay, and that still had glitches. Okay,
if you guys think that all the dice that are rolled are the dice in session, that is incorrect. They're there are dice being rolled before every session, and at the terminus of those dice, I will tell you what lies at the terminus of those dice. It is a bakery ding sound. That's what lies.
It's true. It's true.
No.
It's true. Ladies and gentlemen, you can only get this sort of terrible insight into the chaotic nature of the roleplay. Okay, this sort of glance behind the scenes here on the After Action Report. All right, the episode review. And of course, if you would like to submit clips the Saturday before, you can drop them in my server. All right, and post them in the Twitch Clips channel for consideration for the episode review. Now, this After Action Report is of course sponsored by you, the viewers, and the rest, and by Queen Guardian, of course, honorable mention, and of course by the Sins of Avarta merch store, #sellout. Okay, we if you'd like to contribute to the creation of these types of VR chat LARPs and want to see more, support us by buying merch or supporting us with a donation to the Ko-Fi or Patreon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think that we would get through this much content in 2 hours. Okay, we've been padding the time a little bit, all right, with this conversation. We've been artificially lengthening the stream. No, I'm kidding. It's just a continuous stream of consciousness. There's not really much of a plan. Okay, I just got some clips before stream and was like, we're going to talk about them. All right. So frankly, we need some clips. Okay, otherwise we're just going to start watching streams. Okay, and the you're going to see the real chaos start leaking out. Okay, there's no doubt in my mind that it will get exceedingly chaotic. Gentlemen, do you have any recommendations for any of our streams?
Have one. It was not an SOE clip. It's the one I posted above the wind one in Twitch clips. It's from Vidal's stream last night.
Oh yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, see if you can find us some Twitch clips from episode 3 of Sins of Avarta. Give me a second. We're going to take a break from the episode review to just give you an after-action report of the Vidal broadcast last night. Let's get right into the Vidal stream review.
Lord Cortana, you have a confession? How unique. Or question, perhaps. Let me read it. You know, I am convalescing in bed after the recent attack on my life at Upstart by Carlo Cretin. I wanted you to know that my nursemaid has gone to bed for the evening and Thrusley has been...
Really quickly, ladies and gentlemen, before we get in any further, here on the After Action Report, okay, Vidal stream review. First of all, let's just shout out Vidal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, she has been great for this community. Can we get a W Vidal in chat? W Vidal. Put your hands together. Follow Vi. We love her. We love her. She shouted out the merch store in her stream yesterday.
Also,
that's why I'm shouting it.
Shout out to Vi for reaching 1,000 on YouTube.
Yes, yes. Congratulations. Congratulations. Now, she was answering questions in character as various of her characters. One of them from Aether Chronicles, another from Silver Core Academy, and another one from Return to Blackwell. But of course, we all know the crazy sister, the yapper in chief. So let's, I believe Lone Complex posed a question as Lord Goltana. So let's see what she has to say on the Vidal stream review. Only available at the After Action Report.
Unable to adequately prepare the chamber port. Therefore, I am writing to ask the obvious question that I require your assistance with. Who's going to change me, your benefactor and patron, Cortana von Albert Evans? Oh, Creator, grant me your blessings and mercy.
Marcus, I need get a Lazio in here. Someone needs to change me. I need someone in here to change me immediately.
Please,
Marcus,
please stop.
Marcus, please get him in here.
Oh my God.
I thought my loyalty to you was endless, and then I met
Removed.
Batman, and here we are.
Remove, you're an honorable man. Get in here. I've sworn myself.
Oh no.
I'm going to renounce all of my vows.
Oh my God. That is foul. That is wretched. My
Who's going
goodness.
to change me back on?
Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. All right. Really quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I don't know if any of you know this, but it is Father's Day in the United States of America. All right. And I just realized that I do need to prepare. I do need to get going. I know. I'm sorry. Usually we go until Eden lost. All right. And we got it started a little bit earlier today. 2-hour after action report is a terrible shame. However, I will make it up to you next week on Sunday by going twice as long for 4 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 hours. But in the meantime, I do have to go spend time with my father because I love him a great deal. All right, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and raid one of our great supporting cast. All right, friend of the stream, Housifer VT. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Make sure to give Housifer a ton of love. All right, give him a ton of hearts. All right, spam that in his chat. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the After Action Report episode review for season 1, episode 3 of Sins of Avarta. And we will see you guys next week. Please have a wonderful week. Make sure that you have a great day in school or at your profession, your careers. All right. And we will see you all once again on Friday for episode 4 of Sins of Avarta. And of course, next week at the After Action Report. Take care, everybody. Farewell.
Bye.
I wish you the best.
Happy
We love
Father's Day,
you.
everyone. Goodbye.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Tell your dad that you love them. Unless you don't. Okay.
By the way, did I ever get that latte? I mean, it's a need. It is a need, not a want.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I will make sure to get it to you. I'm sorry, man.
This is taking too long. All right.
You're right.
I did.
Right.
I did not come out of
Let me
retirement.
send them away.
I did not come out of retirement.
We're still live.
All right,
We're still live.
I don't care. That's your problem.